Hello, it's Blake right here, also known as Zoid, and I'll be showing you a bit about subdomain takeovers. So with subdomain takeovers, you want to find, you want to basically do a subdomain scan. So for instance, you might do a subdomain scan on Google, for instance. So let's try and do a subdomain on Google using Subfinder. So I used Subfinder and I used the domain google.com, and I'll just output it as a file called domains. Now this is going to brute force all the potential subdomains on google.com. And once we do that, we're going to store it to a file called domains. Now there's tools we can use to actually automate these subdomain takeovers. Now in order to know what a subdomain takeover is, subdomain takeover is simply a domain that has expired, the CNAME has expired, and it's pointed to some other domain that's been registered from. If it's expired, we can go to that domain and claim it ourselves and do all malicious stuff. So we can claim that domain once it's expired, and we can just take it over and do all sorts of stuff. So let's stop this and let's have a look at the domains file. So we've got or just instance this one here. We've got these domains here, and these are just from some programs, HackerOne programs. Now there's a program we can download called Subzy. There's multiple tools we can use. We can use Subzy, which is a subdomain takeover tool. And we can use that by just typing in this command here with go and proceeding with the following arguments. Also, another favorite one I like to use is called Subjack. Very common one to use, very good, very fast. Uses Go language, so it's very, very quick. And the same thing, you just simply type in this command to get to install it. And these are the following arguments that we can specify. Now, if we want to take over these domains, we've done the subdomain brute force, we've found out all the potential subdomains. Obviously, we can use more tools like AMAS, Subfinder, find domains. We can use all these tools, Asset Finder, to find all the potential subdomains, and we can sort them out so that all the duplicates are gone. You can do word count, compare them. But we just want to find all the potential subdomains because we want to find which subdomain has expired. And let's then go to, for example, Subjack. There's the tool there. Let's have a look at this. So A is to find those hidden gems by sending requests to every URL. Requests are only sent to the URLs with identified CNAMEs. Now, this is a domain you want to specify, or you can specify the path to all the subdomains, and you can also check and change the concurrent threads, which will make it fast. You just want to specify W for the domains list. We also want to specify the threads. We'll do 100, and that's all we need to specify. But we also need to specify SSL and that's why, because we haven't got the TXT. When we run this is going to check to see if there's any subdomain takeovers. They're going to print out the successful takeovers. Let's go to verbos. Okay, cool. We're going to do verbos because it's going to show us the output, like so. Now, that's going to find nothing interesting, but what we can do is there's actually a vulnerable domain that's already been claimed, that's already been fixed up and everything. We can do it on Periscope. So if we do some Subfinder and we use the domain Periscope TV, and we just output it as peri.txt just for simplicity. And we're going to brute force all the Periscope domains. Now there is a trick to this. We can use this grep to actually find the vulnerable ones. We can do a verbos and use grep to find the vulnerable ones. So that's going to check to see if the vulnerable one's there. That's the vulnerable one there. I've already tested it. Let's get out of this. And let's use Subjack to find the vulnerable domain. Did I actually save it? ls peri. No, I didn't. Let's actually do it again. Might have to wait until it's finished. Let's wait until it's finished. It shouldn't take too long. Actually, another fast one is Asset Finder. I use that a lot. That's pretty cool. Shouldn't take too long now. Actually, let's see if our Periscope exists. Now, let's just do Asset Finder. It's a lot faster, a lot more suitable for this video. So we do subs only, and then we'll use Periscope TV. And what we're going to do is we're going to take it out to a file called peri.txt. This is going to split the output, and we're going to display one half of the output to, and another part will go into a file. So we'll be able to see what's going on as it's actually doing a subdomain scan. Awesome. Now it's in a file called Peri, like so. These are all the subdomains of Periscope TV. Let's use Subzy. We'll do Subjack, and then we'll use Subzy later. We use Peri.txt, use SSL, we use the threads to 100, and yeah, we'll just do that and see how it goes. And it's found one. See, it's found one. We don't even need to use Verbos. If we want to use Verbos, we can actually do that, and then we can then obviously tear it out to called vulns.txt. Don't have to specify the Verbos argument. We do that, and then we just go cat vulns.txt. It's going to print out all the subdomains, all the vulnerable ones, and then we can grep and we can ignore everything else except vulnerable. And that will print out the same thing, vulnerable. Let's use Subzy this time. Let's have a look at the arguments. It's after the targets file, which is peri.txt. The hide fails. We want to do that so we can only show the vulnerable ones. And let's run it. Okay, we need to specify targets, not target. That's good. It's a single domain. Awesome. And that's going to print out vulnerable. So it's vulnerable and it shows the discussion link. So we can just go to that and type it in. And it will tell us what we need to do to take over this domain. Simply create TSL domain. Things like that. Tells you it's pointed to fastly. And so this guy said, this doesn't work for me. If the TLD is already registered, it's not possible. The following error returned. Yep, yes, or also got the same error. Me too, same error. Any update? Yes, it's an edge case. Just for confirmation of how fast it is still possible to take over checkout, this shall confirm the edge scenario. So obviously we can take over this and we'll get a bounty for this. This is actually the error we need to have. It's very good to read. This actually helps us identify what to do. Yeah, very interesting stuff. But there's also a program that I'm going to release for $50, and I'm still doing a lot of work on it. It's called Subnuke. It's going to do all the automation for subdomain takeovers. So obviously when it's all up and running and it's released, you would pay with card, and it would prompt you with this, which is a payment method, and I've just got fake credit card sandbox credentials. I'm just going to go log in, and obviously it's got the little navigation bar, so the results. Obviously there's an error. I need to fix that up, but let's log in. So let's log in with my credentials, and this is what I'm presented. I'm going to log in. Just make sure it's running first. Okay, it's had an error, so it's running again. So this is running on a VPS too, so let's log in again. So I'm using Azure for this. It's for my VPS, and it's actually for what I've written all this program in. Log in again. Okay, it's not liking the login. Let's have a look and see what it's doing. Okay, let's go back to here. So there's still some issues. Log in. Let's go Zoid and my password. Log in. It's not liking that. Not liking that password. Let's go to. Let's just pay for it again. Usually, let's just try and pay for it again. Maybe it's cleared all the sandbox credentials. Let's pay for it. Obviously, test mode up there. Update available. Maybe that's why. It's going to say thanks. You paid $50. You'll get access to it. You register. You register like Zoid, you type in Zoid, use the username, or you could actually use your first name, which is Blake, you type in your username, Zoid, email address, and your password for be able to, be added to the database and be able to use that tool. Let's log in now, and let's log in with those credentials. And it's not liking it one bit. Okay, another reason why is because I'm not root. The application only works as root, so I need to change that on my behalf. So Let's fix that up. I forgot I logged into my VPS. I did not run it as root. Now this should work, but I need to source my profile just quickly because I need to. This is my Stripe access key. Let's run it. Awesome. Now it should work. Just a little bit of server-side issues there. Log in and it should work. Awesome. I think it should work now. It says you are successfully logged in. It's got this scanning, but it fades away. Now what we need to do is change upload a file to the server. Let's do domain since it's got the periscope, and let's scan. So automatically it will scanning. It may take some while, and it's instantly found it. And that's how quick it is. It uses a program to really quickly run to it really quick. And from there on, we go to this website and it's fastly. Profile, and that's pretty much each of the website. Pretty damn cool. It's going to have a lot more features to it. But next thing we're going to talk about is fire-based takeovers. And this will be in the next video. So stay tuned for it. Happy hacking.